Hello, my name is Griever Ramani, and I'm a student organizer at Diversify Our Narrative PYLUSD. What my fellow group members and I would like to share with you are some testimonies of racism that students of color have been facing in our district. These harmful experiences are just a handful of hundreds, and we wish to shed light on these issues that have been prevalent in our district for years on end. Our words are simply reflecting the voices of our student body. To begin with, on Halloween Day, two Caucasian girls showed up to school dressed as what they called 7-Eleven workers. The title of this costume sounds harmless, but yet one student was wearing a turban and one was wearing a bindi, which is the red dot that is worn between the eyebrows. An entire culture was reduced and degraded down to stereotypical costume, and yet no one did anything to educate these two girls on why this is wrong and why this is unacceptable. Another student recalls a separate encounter of racism in this district. This student was shamed for bringing in their own ethnic food by their peers, ridiculed with their fake gagging and shouts of disgust. This happened so frequently that the student threw away their lunch every time it wasn't Western food. The student was only in kindergarten and they're already concerned with being different from their classmates. The first testimony I shared with you is from a student who was in the class of 2012, and the second one is from a student who was in the class of 2024. Racism has been present in this district for years, and it is still a prevalent issue that students of color are facing on a day-to-day basis. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Katie Chow, and I would like to share testimony on behalf of my sister. She is a student at an elementary school in this district, and at this school, she has faced bullying, harassment, and racism. Her friends, who also happen to be people of color, received the same treatment from other classmates. My sister specifically was called, quote, rice picker, and was asked multiple times if she ate dogs or cats. Another classmate stretched their eyes to mock her, and on another occasion, a book about eating dogs was thrown at her. These stereotypes and normalized behaviors are perpetuated against her, and her ethnic identity was attacked and blatantly scrutinized. She reported her experiences to her teacher and principal, and after confronting the student about their actions, the principal told her, quote, "You know he's German, right?" As if to say that these actions were tolerable or that this fact had somehow made the student susceptible to understanding the consequences and the impact of their behavior. My sister is only 12. Thank you.
The next three individuals coming forth will be Maggie Nguyen, Abigail Lee, and Barrett Elder.
Hello, my name is Megan Nguyen, and I will discuss the experience of an East Asian immigrant who arrived in the United States for the first time. This is her testimony. I was mocked for bringing Chinese food to lunch to the point where I eventually started buying school lunch. I was told by a substitute teacher in 7th grade to use my Americanized name instead of my Chinese name on the roster because it was difficult for her to pronounce. Elementary classmates said ching chong to my face, slanted their eyes at me, asked me if I ate dogs, and despite all these things, would always turn to me to beg for homework answers. All these racist incidents had happened in a span of less than 6 years in the PYLUSD district, and will continue in the future if no action is taken. Through student perspectives, it is shown that racial discrimination is extremely common. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Abigail Lee. I would like to say that although not everyone in this district is a perpetrator, turning a blind eye to the mistreatment that has happened to our students for years, it has what has been enabling people to hurt innocent students in PYLUSD. There is proof that racism in our district is real, and it is crucial to acknowledge its existence in order to even start taking action. The testimonies we have presented before you today simply portray a fraction of the discrimination that has hurt students systemically or by individuals. Ignoring the problem simply because you may not have experienced it firsthand is only going to enable the mistreatment of students in this district. We are not only speaking for ourselves, but hundreds of students who will not stand for this behavior. Our mission is not to push an agenda. We're simply asking for you to listen and provide us with the support we need. That is because we truly believe that if you just take a moment to empathize with our experiences, change is most definitely possible. Thank you.